Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is under pressure to cut net migration to the UK after it hit a high of over 500,000 last year. That is almost 3 times the figure for the year before. One of the highest areas for growth were those arriving on study visas, 277,000. The government has announced it may crack down on what it calls low-quality university courses to cut the numbers. Postgraduate students can bring dependents into the UK for the duration of their studies. Some MPs say there should be no need when many postgraduate courses last only a year. Westminster News met with Noru Samsudin from MARA, a Malaysian government organisation responsible for funding the tuition fees of the country's best students abroad, much like at the University of Westminster, which I'm stood outside of right now. Foreign nationals account for 22% of students at UK institutions, yet fund nearly half of the tuition fees. He fears the UK could lose its competitive advantage in education if it presses ahead with the PM's announcement, and that British students would have to pay more to fill the gap.
If the UK government continues to follow Rishi Sunak's idea of reducing international students just to limit immigration in their country, I believe it will simply contribute more to the loss of income in their government's own education sector. Everyone knows that the UK is the finest education centre in the world. Even the world's top universities are located in the UK. The UK also has many prestigious universities, and with such a reputation, many international students choose to pursue their education here. I believe that if the UK government goes ahead with this idea, it will have a massive impact on universities, especially in terms of increased operating costs due to the loss of income from international students. And this financial burden will immediately raise the cost of tuition, which will be paid by local students. Universities that rely on international students may be forced to shut down and not be able to operate anymore. In fact, if this plan continues, we, as a sponsoring body for Malaysian students, will, in my opinion, have little impact, because we have the option of sending our students to continue their studies to the best universities in the world other than the UK, such as US, Australia, Hong Kong, and others.
With inward migration at record levels despite promises to cut it, the government has few easy options. Cut foreign student numbers and the UK's attractiveness is at risk. Let the numbers grow and risk blowback. The Home Secretary fears what she calls family members piggybacking on student visas which prop up substandard courses. Number 10 spokesman hints the government is likely to constrain visas for dependents.